Hello, and welcome to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. We're back with another timeout segment. This is the post game. This is after game 5, which ended up being a victory for the New York Knicks and an NBA championship. They are now 2026 NBA champions. Uh, uh, Congratulations to the New York Knickerbockers. Ended a 53-year drought, making NBA history. Man, it was another great game. And once again, y'all, I'm not alone. Oh yeah, this is our post game show, and I got my guys. They waiting and itching to talk to us about this uh, NBA championship, the championship, and maybe we'll get a little insight on maybe the future for these two teams. So right now, I'm gonna bring my fellas in, y'all. Let me get over here. Let me bring in the New York Knicks fan, the NBA champion, my main man, Mr. Marcel Bush Anderson.
Good day, San Antonio.
Look, he's so cool.
How y'all feeling?
He's so that's all right. But hey, we got my main man. I got my classmate, y'all, author, ex-law enforcement, Mr. Ron Long. I'm gonna bring him in, and we representing San Antonio, and we gonna still uphold the San Antonio birth. What's up, Ron?
Bush, you ask how I'm feeling, how San Antonio's feeling. I have no words. That hurt us. That hit deep last night. We are still recovering. That hurt. Clash of the Titans, the two best teams in NBA. Fantastic game. I just wish the shoe would have been on the other foot. I would have liked to have seen it go to 7 with the Spurs win last night. But that did not happen. Congratulations to the Knicks. Next year, we're going to be back.
Well, look at for fellas, before we start though and get into this, I think we have a very important subject we want to talk about, man, and then we're gonna get into the games. This happened last night in San Antonio, and I just want to play a little quick clip, and we'll be back and hear some responses. I didn't jump. Well, I hope the video you just saw, man, was seen last night in San Antonio, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Ron, and talk about this, and then we'll have some responses. If Bush, you want to respond, and myself. So, Ron, we're gonna give the floor to you right now, sir.
Shaking my head on that one. So many times have we talked about it's only a game. It's only a game. Uh, and folks, Texas, New York, the world, that's not the heart of San Antonio. You know, that's just a wee little part, the part that we are ashamed of, the part we're embarrassed of. That is not San Antonio. You know, Vance, when I was going through the police academies, one thing that was always taught, instilled in our heads, you never argue with the drunk, and there's no cure for idiocracy. And that's what we saw. We saw people with idiotic behavior, embarrassing behavior, going beyond what the spirit of the game is, going way beyond what the spirit of San Antonio is. We all three know what San Antonio's like, comprised of a lot of good people. I wasn't even in San Antonio yesterday. Last night, I was in Corpus Christi in a hotel lobby with a lot of people. watching this Spurs game. Everybody got along, and that's how it usually is in San Antonio. But there's always going to be exceptions. Those people right there, I hope that the cops are identifying them. I hope they go to jail, they get prosecuted, and that is egregious action right there. And they need to be locked up behind bars. That's not San Antonio world. That's just a little faction that we are absolutely ashamed of, and it's only a game.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for them words, man. And I know you can handle that with coming from a law enforcement, ex-law enforcement guy. You're good. Bush,
Yes, sir.
anything you want to add to that, or?
The only thing I would say is that I blame the mayor and the police chiefs of each city and not having additional police out there to ensure that this does not go on. Because people copy people, and you don't want this to spread to other cities when they start playing in playoffs in the future and start playing in the championship series in the future. So hopefully mayors and police chiefs take note of this and say, hey, we're going to do better. We're going to ensure that this doesn't happen and that visitors that come into our city are safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well said, Bush. Okay, y'all. We aren't going to dwell on that longer because we all know, and like I say, it's a shame that happened, man. And just the fact that you're innocent, you're just a fan, you just want to cheer for your squad, and something like this, you can wearing that jersey could bring on such violence like that, man. It's just okay. So we're gonna move on, y'all. Let's talk some basketball, man. We got my main man, Bush. I got him in a little square right now, but he, I'm gonna take up some of the talk time, yeah, Bush. It was. I'm gonna put you back over here in the seat.
Oh, you
man.
can keep me in a little square. I am fine. It doesn't matter because my voice is gonna come through no matter what.
I know that's right. But I'm gonna throw you over here so you can start, man, and just and I say, just give us like a little rundown, and of how the New York Knicks, got to where he was and winning this championship and what it means to New York and their fans. And man, it was well, first of all, it was just tremendous to see. That one thing that really got me was big body Bronson and his dad. Come on,
Brunson,
man.
Brunson is the gift that keeps on giving.
Come on, man.
He
And
does.
We have broken a 53-year respite in not being able to win a championship. And a few episodes ago, I said that we was going to hook y'all up with the gentleman's suite. We're going to allow you to get one game. One. And we took the other four. And down by 16. And I'm like, come on, New York. We can't go out like this. And Brunson came alive. And he lost his mind. 45 points. I believe he had 3 assists, 3 rebounds, but he carried the Knicks on his back and led them to a championship. I am so happy. In the first quarter, he scored 8 points. Second quarter, he scored 8 points. Third quarter, he scored 14 points. Fourth quarter, he scored 15 points. He does nothing but improve after each game. And it passed on to the rest of the Knicks, and he pulled us along to win 94-90. What an incredible game.
well, Ron, you want to say anything on the Knicks side? We're gonna stay with the Knicks right now. And what do you have to say about those Knicks?
Well, referring to Brunson, my words can't be any better.
Yeah.
Last night, when the ball game was over, I saw them watched the interview with Mr. Brunson. The man was crying. He broke down 2 or 3 times crying. Okay. That doesn't show weakness. That shows commitment, shows passion and professionalism. And I wish that we had the Spurs just a little tad more of that passion, because it's not just with Brunson the talent, it's mentally, it's his passion, it's his fortitude. That guy's amazing, totally amazing. And he is a leader, a total leader. And that's one thing I think we are a little bit less of with the Spurs. But congratulations to New York. Uh, the Battle of the Titans. Brunson was amazing. We'll talk later what we did, the Spurs, to shut down some of New York, but in the long run, you guys won. You come out on top. Congratulations. And Mr. Brunson's amazing.
Well said, Ron. And I ditto that, man. Brunson was amazing, and he made you New York fans. He gave y'all a gift, man. I mean, you guys, from the celebrities to the to the everyday fan, basketball fan, New York Knickerbocker fans. It was good to see some of the old guys, like Bush is, before your time, man, and everything. But
You win? Nope, not before my time. I
okay.
was,
Well,
I
I
was
go back. I go back from to Clyde to Glide, man. When you're wearing Chuck Taylor's canvas, okay, Chuck Taylor canvas.
okay then.
And Clyde Frazier and the boys, man. I go back to them, Dean Miminger and all them cats, man, and Dave DeBuscher and all those, So uh, it was great to see New York, man. But what I take away from it, and this might be a little shameless plug too, though, but when they highlighted Big Body Brunson and his pops, man, and that relationship, man, and how he was able to, and his dad to be on the coaching staff, and that dude, Big Body's outstanding dude, man, because they said he did like 3 things after the game that we never saw, and but first to give up $100 million.
$113 million to ensure that the New York Knicks built a good team around him. He
A
gave that
team,
up, and they
and that's what
did.
they did. Yeah, yeah. So that impressed me, man. And then then right, he is donating all of his playoff winnings to this foundation that it's a basketball organization for the youth, and he donated
Very good.
all his playoff money to that.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's just simply, outstanding. I mean, you hear about like LeBron that does the stuff what he's doing, off court, man. But there's a lot of these athletes, man, are just not running around buying gold chains and cars and houses and shooting guns and stuff like that. They're actually in the community
Yes.
doing good. And we got some good guys here in San Antonio that do the same thing. So big up to New York, big up to Jalen, man, and and guys like OG. To see guys like him, the humbleness he has, it was great to see. And then Carl Anthony. Those are good guys, man. Those are good people, and I like to see good stuff happen to good dudes, in the league,
You mentioned Carl Anthony.
man.
I am 95% happy. I am 5% upset
Uh-oh.
because Carl Anthony did not show up for this series. And he fouled out.
Yeah, he did.
The Knicks won the game without him. He only put in 21 minutes in game 5. He was non-existent. 2 points? Oh, wait a minute. He also got 10 rebounds. So he helped a little bit. But if he does not come correct next season, we're kicking him out. He's gone. He has to come correct. He was non-existent in this whole series.
You see, Ron. That's that New York. That's the New York fans coming out, man. Y'all, hey, they tough in that market, boy. They tough in that market. So, but yeah, man. big ups for New York, for the Knicks. Uh, so let me ask you this. So are the Knicks what do you see for their future? What do you see next year in the Knicks?
Well, I did not research this, but the draft is in 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that they have a couple of draft picks and they can get some outstanding players.
Okay, let me ask you this. Just uh,
Especially 3-point shooters that can support Brunson. If we get a couple more 3-point shooters that can hit those, I believe that we can make another run. If we do not make it to the championship next year, I don't care. We got it this year. And that's what I'm happy about. We got it this year. And Brunson has lived his whole life saying, listening to people tell him he's too small. In the first game, he scored 30 points. In the second game, Spurs held him to 20 points. Third game, he scored 32 points. Fourth game, he scored 36 points. Fifth game, he scored 45 points. He is a machine. This guy has been a winner. He won his state championship by scoring 30 points. In his freshman year, he won an NCAA championship in 2016 over Carolina Tar Heels. And then in his junior year, 2018, he won another NCAA championship over Michigan. And then he comes in NBA, takes $1 million cut, $1,013 cut to get team players around him. And he wins an NBA championship. He is a straight up winner. He's a killer. And the people that keep on saying he's too small need to shut up and color.
that and that was 100 million, 113 million. Okay, but I know
Yes,
it was 100
sir.
million, and you added the 30. Yeah,
Big money.
that's big money, man. That's wonderful, man. So
And a lot of NBA guys fight for all the money they can get, and they don't think about the team. And he did. He's like, I want to surround myself with players. So here's 130 million so you could go and get good players. And they did that. And look at them now, on top of the world. They have reached the NBA mountain, the top.
nice. So Ron, uh, what can we say, man? Is there anything more we can say? You would like to say about these Knicks before we move on to our San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah, if I take my hat off to Brunson. Give him a ton of credit. But if we take him out of the equation and look at everyone else on that team, and we'll talk about the Spurs more here in a few minutes, but we shut him down for the most part. I mean, look at Towns, 2 games in a row, total 15 points, shut him down. Brunson was your man on fire, and Brunson is the man that handed you the crown. Congratulations to him. But here in a few minutes, we'll talk about some of the things that the Spurs did to shut everyone else down or slow them down. But kudos to, like I said, to the Knicks. Brunson was absolutely amazing. But we'll talk about a few more of the Knicks here in a few minutes.
Yeah. That's Spurs. So Bush.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, you said you was looking for a couple more draft picks, for the future. But now there was talk about getting Giannis. So, would you trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Towns is gone. Bring in Giannis. Get rid of
Okay,
Towns.
okay, now
Get rid of
Towns is that youth
Get
now.
rid of Towns. Bring in Giannis. Yes.
Giannis a little older, you
Don't
know,
matter.
little injury,
If
you
we
would
would
get rid of
have
Towns.
another championship in, I say, 3 years if you brought in Giannis. Within 3 years. If not next year, within 3 years. And the only thing that Giannis would have to improve is his 3 point shot to open up the floor, because that's one thing that Cat has is a 3 point. He fouls out too much. Towns fouls out too much, and Giannis does not put himself in that predicament.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. We'll see, man. There's a lot of good debate on that subject there, Bush.
But there's a bunch of other teams trying to get Giannis also. So
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully New York can do that. Somebody's
Okay.
gonna have to take a pay cut.
Y'all want him though. Okay. Well, yeah. Well,
We
hey.
want him, yes.
Okay. Okay. Sounds like a winner. Okay. Well, let's shift now. Let's take a shift, man. Let's jump on our San Antonio Spurs. Give you a little break, and we'll come back to you, Mr. Bush, as you sitting on top of the world as NBA champions at New York Knicks. Okay. So Ron, man, hey, all I see is the good that came out of this. There's a lot of some negatives that we could take, man. But give us a little rundown of how you saw things. The Spurs season. Just quickly run through it and up to this game 5 in which the Knicks took the championship.
First season, I think went great. Young team working together, getting to know each other, making things mesh and jive. Uh, did good in the semifinals, but once we got to the place we have been this week and last week, the dynamics kind of changed a little bit with the Spurs. I personally would not want to see anyone replaced on the Spurs. Talking about bringing in Giannis with New York, that's fine. Spurs, I look at our roster, maybe one person. We need to kind of tune a few of them up, but maybe get a different big man to come in. But other than that, we have a young team that they're pretty dynamic. Uh, what we really need, Vance, I think we need someone that is going to mature to the point that we're going to have a solid team leader. You know, what we have for the most part are a lot of younger players, and they're all there learning. They get along really well, they play really well, but they need that one really strong team leader. Can Wimby be that? Sure. But a little more maturity there, you know.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Dylan Harper, man, he's my man. I love Dylan Harper, and I see big things in the future for Dylan Harper. But we've got to have that one really solid team leader. Otherwise, we have the talent. Spurs are going places. A lot of good, really young players that are dynamic, and we're going places, and we're going to be right back where we are this week and last week, time and time again in the future. That are my thoughts.
Okay, but let me ask you this though, Ron. Okay, it just seems like it was just a consistent problem of the Spurs jumping out with leads and then losing them.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you see with that? I mean, even game 5 when I don't know, man. I just don't see how you let big body. We call him big body Bronson, but come on, he's 6'2",
Mm-hmm.
score 45 on us.
Mm-hmm.
Time and time again coming down the floor. It seemed like we just had the same scheme. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at something else, but it seemed like there's something should have been done or could have been done. What do you see about that? Or is that maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
looking.
I absolutely agree with you on that. And except for OG, the last 2 or 3 games, there's been really no one. There was no one for New York that was totally outstanding. But Brunson was coming down, and he was not just having his way, but I think too he was doing some very awesome shots. He was doing some really low percentage shots. Brunson was weaving underhand stuff, going in and out of people. We were there defending him, Vance, but this guy's just so amazing. He was really, really hard to stop. But no person's unstoppable.
Come
Maybe
on.
we needed to rejive our defense a little bit. Maybe we needed to focus more on him because, like Mr. Towns, not much was happening there for the last several games. Back off him a little bit and put some more people, maybe put two people on Bronson, run a zone that's tighter around him or whatever. But man, that guy's just hard to stop, but he can be stopped. We tried duplicating some of the same things, maneuvers and stuff that Bronson was doing. Castle was trying some of those. He was being stopped. Fox was trying some of those. He was being stopped. But for some reason, we had a really hard time stopping Brunson. He's amazing, but he's only a man and he's a basketball player and he could be stopped. Maybe it's a coaching. Maybe we need to tune up our players a little more. Maybe, going back to the basics, Vance, conditioning a little bit. We're tired. We're really, really tired at the end of those, and everybody is at the end of that fourth quarter. But maybe if we had a little more energy in us to make it through the last 3 or 4 minutes to where we fall apart, not just physically, but mentally. And being tired can also affect you mentally, also. So a little more energy, a little more conditioning, maybe a little more assertive or better coaching there the last couple few minutes of the ball game. Like I said the other day, I know a penny's worth compared to a dollar about basketball compared with what Mr. Johnson does, but Mitch Johnson. But when I sit there on the sidelines, on my couch in front of the TV, watching some of these mistakes, and Fox, I'm not here to beat him up. He's a good ball player, but game four, he made some major mistakes over and over in that last 4 or 5 minutes of that ball game. He should have been taken out. And then last night, he started doing the same thing, even kind of throughout the game a little bit. And I sit there thinking, man, if I was in Mitch Johnson's shoes, he would be out and I'd be sending in another player to take his place. So a lot of things were happening there the last 4 or 5 minutes. Like I said, from coaching to mental fatigue to physical fatigue, to where if they had some of that stuff more fine tuned, I think, we were splitting hairs. 3 of those games where we barely, barely lost, and we could have barely, barely won or won by more than just barely, So, you know, we need to kind of tune up some of those things. And I think if we would have been playing a little bit better concerning those topics, I think we would have won that game. Brunson's hard to beat. I mean, hard to stop, but he can be stopped, and he could have been stopped more than what he was.
Exactly. So, okay.
I'd like to interject here.
Well, I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, since wait a minute, Bush, before you said earlier, you had wouldn't give us no tips early in the series. We had asked you, man, see how could the Spurs, stop maybe the Knicks, but you wouldn't give us nothing. So the series over. You champions. So, man, what do you see, or what did you see in the Spurs that they could have done better?
Number one, Brunson is unstoppable.
No.
Wait a minute. He has trained his mind and body to go through opposition and defenses. He has grown up all the time hearing, you're too small, you're not fast enough. And he has worked on his game. He has worked on befuddling defenses. He has worked on getting through defenses. The guy has won state championship in high school, 2 NCAA championships in college. He's finally reached the Mecca, the mountain, with his win. In game 1, y'all were up by 14. We won. Game 2, we were up by 12. Y'all were up by 12. We won. Game 3, we were up by 12 again. Y'all, we gave you that game. Game 4, we was up by 20. Y'all were up. Spurs were up by 29. We won. Game 5, y'all were up by 16. his will to push, make everybody around him better, to push past the physical exhaustion because they were beating him up. And his will to win carried him. Y'all say he's stoppable? Stop him. Right now, as of today, as as of today, he is unstoppable. Now, there are defenses that's going to work on coming up with a formula to stop him. But as of today, he's gone through 4 teams. Atlanta, they beat, was it the Timberwolves?
No, they be Cleveland.
Cleveland. And then after Cleveland, they beat
Well, they came to the Spurs.
Spurs was last one
Yeah.
before the Spurs. They went through 4 juggernauts and beat them. So he has a will, and not only that, he makes his teammates better. He passes at the right time. As long as he does not get caught up in Brunson ball, he's unstoppable. And I guess it's going to take a team to come up with a formula to stop him. But as of today, for all the teams that he went through, they couldn't stop him.
Mm.
And I give credit. Spurs have an excellent defense. Y'all beat us up. Y'all had us up against the wall so many times, and we still came through and beat y'all. The will. The will is more mightier than the body. The will. New York Knicks will.
Ron, you got anything to say
Yeah,
on that?
I want to add just one thing to that, and I can't argue with Bush on that. But if we would have spent maybe just a little more time watching over films, studying Brunson a little bit more, because he repeatedly would do, he is a master of drawing the fouls. That guy is a master of drawing fouls. He'll go up, he'll fake, we'll jump up, or another player, he'll go in under him, pow, they collide, he draws in the foul, goes to the free throw line, and he doesn't hardly ever miss. But a little more study and a little more education on how Brunson will play. And these guys, after, 4 games, they should pretty much know his style. And he was able to go in, draw the same things, the same mistakes, force our players into making the same mistakes on him. The guy's good. He's good at just not shooting, but he's good at also drawing the fouls. But if we would have done a little more studying and not gone for his fake moves so much, and that's what he does repeatedly. We should be on that. We should have corrected that. And it didn't happen. He sucked us in. Bam, got us again. Goes free throw line, shoots 2 and makes.
But I mean, Ron, get that ball out of his hand. If he just did that, keeping the ball out of his hand, man. I mean, we did none of that. None of that. Like you even said, not even try to zone. I don't know.
Y'all did get the ball out of his hands, and he got it back. And he either make a pass or he took y'all. But he got the ball out of his hands, and his teammates got it back to him. Wembanyama said something that is very impactful. He said that the New York Knicks provided him his biggest lesson in life. His biggest lesson in life. That's scary because I think that we've just woken up a monster and that Wembanyama is going to come back tougher next year. He's going to put on some weight. But this is our destiny. This is our great fortune this year, 2026. I said we were going to take it, and we did. That is our blessing, and we're going to swim in it. We're going to soak in it. We're going to love it. And something else. Brunson has scored in the playoffs over 500 points 2 times. He did it last year and he did it this year. The only other players that have scored over 500 points in playoffs are Michael Jordan. He did that 8 times. LeBron James. He did that 8 times. Kobe Bryant. He did that 4 times. God rest his soul. And Kevin Durant. He did it 2 times. Brunson is breathing high air, air that nobody else breathes but those 5 players. And he's up there with them.
So
They
let me
can
ask you
probably put a
this.
statue.
Okay, wait. I was just getting ready to ask you, Bush. Bush, let me ask you this, though. So is Bronson the most beloved Nick now in the New York Knicks history?
Everybody loves Ewan. I love Ewan. He took us close to the mountaintop, but we had a major obstacle in our way, and his name was Michael Jordan. And it was difficult to go against him when he's hot and just knocking everybody down. And then the Indiana Pacers took us down several times too with Reggie. And with those 2 guys playing against us, that's why we never won a championship. So, in the short time that Brunson has played with us, he has brought us to the promised land. So, a lot of people feel that he has circumvented what Ewan has done, but Ewan is still loved by the Knicks family and Knicks fans.
Okay, 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 Ron, man. Just giving Bush all this a FaceTime with these Knicks, man. But I see. I'm gonna ask you this, man, about the Spurs. Do you think the Spurs are ahead of schedules despite this, Game 5 loss? And with that loss, do you think it'll make the Spurs more dangerous next year?
I think this has been a education for the Spurs. You know, in a way, it's been really good for them. I just hate the fact that they did lose, but it's been one of the best educations that they have had. Some of these players in their pro career. We have so many players that's only been there for a couple years. So anyway, thank you, New York, for helping educate us. You have helped make us a better team, and
You're
we
welcome.
our young players are smart enough to take this and learn from it. I sit here and kind of look at a crystal ball and think, what would have this series been like if the Spurs were 2 years down the road from where they're at? You know, if it would have been, if to where if Wemby had, 4 years, if Harper had 3 years in the NBA under their belt, it's hypothetical what ifs, but a different team. But I think the dynamics that we have with this team right now, uh, with a little more maturity, a little more playtime together, and maybe a little bit different coaching. I think we have the ingredients to be very successful, taking home the crown numerous years, actually in a row. Go back to our Kansas City Chiefs guys, kind of a little dynasty like them. We have what it takes with the Spurs. And, like I mentioned a while ago about leaders, well, we don't have a super strong leader, but we have some that are upcoming, like Wimby. We talk a lot about Wemby, but he's got his not just his body, but he's got his heart into this game. My gosh, this guy goes off to a monastery in China for 2 weeks or more to hang out with the monks just to get his mind ready, to get his body and soul ready to go. Great stuff. And you kind of see that with him when he's on the court, especially like on the free throw line, or how he's dressed when he's coming into the ball game. So anyway, what I'm talking about, he's putting it together mentally. His body's young, he's tall, he's going to be putting on muscle and poundage. And then you have these other young players that have been there like 1 or 2 years. Dylan Harper, Vassell, Castle. Well, Vassell's been around a few years, but Castle, uh, they're all young, they're all learning, and they all know how to work together as a team. So we're going to have some team leaders. We're going to have more toughness out of this team. We're going to have a little bit different coaching, maybe an approach. I think the Knicks have taught Coach Mitch Johnson some lessons too. Okay. Coach Brown, man, you guys have a great coach up there too. But, look who all these people are learning from. You know, we have Mr. Pop over in the corner
I was going to
that's
say they
that's
all
helping
come
out
through
too.
that pop tree. Yep.
Yeah, comes through the pop tree. So anyway, long story short, we're not just fortunate to be where we are. We're going to be a team to contend with for years down the road. We may lose one or two. Like I said, there's one or two maybe in my book that could be replaced with somebody else. But the heart and core of this team needs to stick together. And if they can do that and continue to grow physically and mentally, we're going to have a dynasty in San Antonio, Texas, with our basketball team.
Okay. Well, Ron, you just kind of answered. Okay. Real quick, then I'm gonna bring you in, Bush. I was just gonna
Okay.
say you kind of answered that. I was gonna ask about. Do you feel that the Spurs is that next look of a dynasty squad?
I'm sorry, rephrase
Do
that again
do
for me,
you
Vance.
think that this Spurs team is that next look of a dynasty coming up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, they just have, like I said, being so young and having so much going for them, uh, you know, they can be kind of like Mr. Brunson was in this final series, basically unstoppable. Any team, any player can be stopped, but the way we are going, if we progress at the way we have, especially over this last year, keep our team together, keep the coaching improving, keep the conditioning a little more. Uh, there's a lot of different aspects of this, but man, we got it all. We have it all to have it and take it on year after year for a while to come. I'm proud of where we've been, but I'm really excited about where we're going to go with this team.
Nice, nice. Now go ahead, Bush. Nice, Ron.
You
Go ahead, Bush.
said Ron said that Spurs are a dynasty. To be a dynasty, you have to win at least two consecutive or two championships. They have this unit that we have right now, that you have, is zero. In the last 8 years, there have been 8 champions. You have the Raptors, the Lakers, the Bucks, the Warriors. You have the Nuggets, the Celtics, the Thunder, and now the Knicks. So, if they can win next year, cool. If they win again, then we could say that they're a dynasty. But they got to win one championship, and we took that away from them. So they have to wait till next year.
Yeah. Well, what I meant, if I misspoke by that, is that the Spurs can be a dynasty like our Kansas City Chiefs were a dynasty. That's kind of what I meant to say anyway. But you're right, Bush. They're not there yet, but they're going to be like our Chiefs were a dynasty. The Spurs can also duplicate that. Yes.
Okay.
Next. Yeah.
And another thing, the Knicks won 9 straight road games. That's an NBA record
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the finals.
They did.
I mean,
Yeah, they
in the
won.
whole
Yeah.
playoffs, 9 road games. That's never been done before. So kudos to the Knicks.
Let me ask you this, Bush. Why I got you in that seat? Could the Knicks Spurs become the next finals rivalry?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome
Yeah.
to go up against the Spurs again, and with both teams adding a few pieces to see how we would combat against each other and see who comes out victorious. That would be awesome.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Ron. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you that too. the Knicks Spurs? Would that be a rivalry? You think in the makings? Because I feel the Spurs gonna be back. Now, even though they got a tough road in that West still, but there's gonna be some battling over there in that West. What do you
Yeah,
say, Rob?
we could absolutely be seeing each other for several years to come. But I do believe, though, that next year you're going to be seeing a little bit different ball team from the Spurs than what you saw. And thank you to the Knicks for helping educate us. But you're going to be seeing a little bit better ball team out of us, a little more mature team, and we're going to be tough. You know, we may be seeing each other for 2 or 3 years down the road on this time of year, but I really think, and it's not me being from San Antonio, uh, we have to tune things up just a little bit. But I really think that we're going to be seeing a team that is here to stay with the Spurs for numerous years down the road. And yes, we may be playing each other for several years, but we're on fire. We're young. We're going to be on fire, and no team's unstoppable. But we're going to be the team to contend with.
Nice, nice. Well, fellas, I mean, hey, I think we covered. I think we covered a lot of ground, man. And I really appreciate you guys joining me with this Spurs Knicks series. It's been fun. Bush, you just had a nice ride. And
We are the champions.
you've been riding with those Knicks, man. That was a nice playoff ride, man. Well, you had two sweeps in that ride, and one gentleman's sweep, as you would say.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. And I think it was a great NBA season, man. I mean, some cats got knocked out. Like LeBron, them still trying. Knocking them out. OKC, them young cats. Hey, you see how hard it is to repeat. You know,
That was a shock.
yeah. That was a good series for them Spurs. What do you
Yes.
say, huh? That was a good series, huh?
Mhm.
That OKC series, man. So
Yeah.
Thunder wore
and
down the Spurs for us. Thank you, Thunder.
just a
Took
couple
them
things.
7 games, and that was a battle.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of added to that fatigue, huh, Ron?
Oh
You know,
yeah.
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 In them late quarters, man. So I think the Spurs they're gonna do some soul searching. There's some guys that need to come back next year if they keep that core together.
Mhm.
Just say if they keep the same core together, man. Especially Castle. Castle got to go do some work this summer.
Yeah.
He got to go do some work and get him a jump shot, get in that gym and start shooting, get him a jump shot. And then as you mature, take another step of maturity. Look back at that film, as some of those calls and some of those fouls you committed and turnovers,
And
and then you got to
Wembayama, instead of 2 weeks in China, he made me
Mhm.
need to do 4 to 6 weeks in China.
Mhm.
well. I'm gonna tell you, he do need to get stronger, okay,
Yep.
and put a little weight on. He might want to come through some of these soul food kitchens and get some of that meat back on him, some oxtails on him or something, man. But
Mhm.
he gonna have to get a little. He gonna have to get a little heavy, and I know he don't want to play down low. So then the Spurs gonna have to do what do you call it when you bring somebody in? They're gonna have to bring
Duncan and Robinson's gonna work him out,
yeah, get him a
and he'll
go-to
get
shot, mid range, down in that paint, get him with his back toward the basket, you know. Uh, but then, them other cats got to, I don't know what they're going to do with Keldon.
Mhm.
Good dudes, man, but, hey,
there.
there's a
Make some
lot of,
decisions. The
huh?
Spurs will have to make some decisions.
Yeah, they really do, man. Especially, give Wimby the right kind of help, man. They need get some big fellas down low. Well, fellas, hey, so I'm gonna give well, Ron, we're gonna start with the Spurs, and then I'll let Bush
Mhm.
close it out since he is the champion. He is the champion over there,
Mhm.
man. So
Okay.
give us a little outgoing soliloquy and what we look forward to next year. with our young fellas, and then I'm gonna let Bush tell us about the Knicks.
All right. Well, I'll start off by once again congratulating the Knicks for their accomplishment, uh, but also for the Spurs. You know, we have a city that's behind you. We love you guys. We're here to support you. And next year, you're going to take it all the way, and we're going to be there behind you to help do that. Uh, but main part, just kind of keep on doing what you're doing. Just improve a little bit in every aspect and we're going to be a dynamite team. You don't have to do a ton. Just stay not status quo, but instead of being 98%, go to 99% or try for 100%. We're almost there. We can do it. Just keep on doing what you're doing, but improve just a teeny bit more, including our coach. And we're going to be a dynamite team next year.
Nice. Take
I
us
am
home, Bush.
I am very happy. This brings me so much joy, like when the New York Giants beat the Patriots 21-17 in 2012 and in 2008 when we beat the Patriots again 17-14. So this brings me so much joy. I waited 53 years for this to occur, and finally I have seen the light, and I am happy. I'm so happy. And the people at church today were not happy with me because I leaned back and stuck my foot in the air and I had New York Knicks socks on. A bunch of them behind me
Well,
were laughing.
well, y'all. If what Bush just described to y'all, we do have there's some pictures floating around the internet, and we got something,
Oh
man. We
yeah.
got it. There's our boy. There's hey man, the proud New York Knicks fans, Marcel Bush
There we
Anderson,
go.
y'all. There we go, man. Well, Bush, man, hey, man, it's been great, man, and Ron. I mean, it's been even, this has been, it's been real great, man. Have you two come on and you know talk with me through the Spurs series, man.
We
Bush,
enjoyed it.
you was double teamed, but you beat the double team.
Yes.
And Ron, they didn't even double team, and Bronson beat them, man. So we had to do something else, man. So fellas, it's been a good series.
It's been
I look
real.
forward to next season with the Spurs. I think they're gonna be back, ready for a good playoff run. God willing, things go through for them, and yeah, everybody go Vassell, Vassell. I mean Vassell.
Mhm.
You guys go in that gym, get in the gym, get that mid range jumper, man. Because you got D, you play D, you play, and
Yeah.
then you got to think the game. Get in that film room and start thinking the game because there's just
Mhm.
too many turnovers, and the coaching staff needs to shore up some rebounding. Get a couple big dudes down there to help win me out, man. We'll be back. We'll be back against Big Body next year in the Villanova crew. Because I know Mikal Bridges. Ooh, that took a lot of load off of him, man. That dude was catching it. You know,
Yes.
yeah, he was catching it, man. And so uh, I just felt that when I saw him, when I could saw that emotion come over him, he was overcome with emotion because they was on him hard, especially that Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if y'all catch Stephen A. Smith, man, but he's something else, So
Y'all know what's next, right?
what's next?
New York Giants against the Cowboys. We're gonna take y'all.
Well,
Can't
you know
wait.
what?
Can't
You know
wait.
what, Bush? I'm
Mm.
so glad that so we can transition. And I know Ron is ready. I know we love the hoops, but we finna move on to the gridiron, man. That's
Oh
our
yeah.
love
Yes,
there. We
sir.
love the gridiron, and I see I got the Kansas City Chiefs, and so I'm taking it that yeah. Show that love back there.
We're gonna try and take them too.
So now, Bush, you the Giants fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, we got a lot to talk about there now, man. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm saying, and then you guys will chop it up, get on the thread, and see what's happening, man. But since you guys are football fans, and the season's coming up, I'm gonna put out an invitation, and if you two want to come back and ride with me, during the football season, I would love to have you two.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Be
then
fun.
say, woo, boy, TAAN TV, y'all. You see what's happening, and this is happening right now live. We live. This is happening right now live. We got my boys. They're gonna come back. So you guys spread the word. Tell them about TAAN TV. Tell them what we're gonna. You got two guys that was introduced to you, the sports world with the San Antonio series, and now we're going to move on to the great NFL. Man, I love the NFL, man. So guys, we could talk, regular season. We could talk fantasy if you want to. We could just talk pigskin all you want to, man. So I'll be looking forward to doing that. And so you guys already agreed. So you got a slot. So TAAN
Cool.
TV viewers, be looking for Mr. Marcel Bush Anderson and Mr. Ron Long coming back, talking them sports. And Ron's gonna be, we're gonna be following your Kansas City Chiefs, and then Bush will be following your New York Giants. Now, this is so great because I got Texans fan, and the Dallas Cowboys fan. So I have to bring my guys on when we talking Cowboys.
Oh
So
boy.
you Chiefs and you Giants, be ready. So we're gonna have some great debates, some great talking, and let's have a great season, man. So, fellas, I'm gonna give you one more last shot, so we can get on out of here, man. This is great, Ron. I'm gonna give it to you first, and then I'm gonna let Bush close out, and we out of here, yo.
It's been real. It's been fun. Go Spurs. We'll be back here next year.
New York Knicks, champions, top of the mountain after 53 years. We are so happy. I wish I was in New York right now. Today was the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I know that most of the people wearing Knicks gear, and I just wish I was in New York right now. They are lit. So am I.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, man, this has been a great season, man, and a great basketball season. And I'm so happy that even though there was some tragedies was going on and some mishaps, it didn't overtake the whole series and the season, because I'm the kind of guy, I live for the story, and there's been some great stories that came out this season. Some great stories, and like I said, we always used to start our show off, fellas, with a narrative. You guys give narratives, man. So I live for the story, man. So we looking for next year and see what kind of journey and the season brings, y'all. So hey, if you just tuned in, I always say that. If you just tuned in, you missed another good one. You missed another good one. Bush and Ron performed. They brought their A game. They didn't miss no free throws. They were 100% on the free throw line today. And you guys stay tuned, and we're gonna be putting it out. Make sure you like us. Subscribe. Because I think Ron and Bush, they bring quality to TAAN TV and the show. And you guys, I know you like them, but you've been saying it. You've been saying it. So we're gonna have a lot of chatter for the football season, man. If people, they get revved up for this football, especially them Cowboy fans. So now I got two other cats that I can, we can
I have
talk.
one more thing to say
Go ahead, you can talk, man. This is all good.
to the San Antonio fans. You have the NHL that you could watch tonight. Enjoy.
No, Ron, I can't, we can't let Bush have that one, man. We can't. He said he got that. We can't let him have that, Ron. So. But anyway, guys, hang tight. I'm gonna do my little intro. We're gonna be out of here. Once again, I'm gonna show some love. There he is.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You've been watching TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. It's been Time Out with Ron, Bush, myself, Vance. And to see us again, guys, we're gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring these guys back, and we're gonna be talking that pigskin pretty soon, y'all. So we out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Peace.
I ain't rushing the plan. God wrote the steps. I'm just walking the land. They see the glow, but they don't know the stress. I stay 10 toes, not a grind, getting blessed. Trust the process. Yeah, I'm moving with faith. Every loss was a lesson I had to embrace.
And guys, don't forget TAAN TV's digital billboard campaign. Father's Day is next Sunday. Come on, y'all. Get your fathers up in the sky, man, and show them some love. Show them some love. We out of here, y'all.